What's going on, Mutha Truckers? Welcome to Mutha Trucker News. Email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. We had a great question of the day. A Mutha Trucker was asking, will self-driving trucks take away trucking jobs, right? Because, this driver just got their CDL. They're excited, but they keep on hearing about self-driving trucks, right? Mutha Truckers, comment down below. What is your opinion about this? What I can actually give is, there are different organizations that are fighting for autonomous trucks. And, I had a great conversation today and this link shared to me. And it's one of those things where, the people of power have just the connection to Congress to talk to them directly, right? Here's a situation that happened months ago where Aurora was trying to talk to Congress, and the president of the ATA was there to back them up as well. Their consensus is that they're not taking away truck driver jobs, but there's just so much work out there that there's not enough truck drivers per se. And you know how I feel about the trucker shortage. We've talked about it so many times, but they feel that self-driving trucks at level 2, 3, and 4 is basically the truck could drive itself. They're not going to take away jobs because they need so many drivers out there. And so it's not going to hurt them. The president of the ATA also says that this will help them hone more skills and will help them make more money.
But what would you say to someone who is concerned that this technology will limit their employment opportunities in the future? Mr. Spear?
I'd point out that we have a responsibility as an industry now moving 72.5% of the domestic freight in this country to meet economic demand. We're consuming more. We're adding more people to our economy that are going to buy more goods, and we have to move those goods. So as that gap grows between consumption and our industry's ability to move those goods to where they need to be, we have a gap. We have a gap of talent that we need to add. And if we can't add people behind the wheel, there is a role for innovation to play without displacing anyone. So I don't look at this through the lens of displacement. I think there's plenty of room for innovation to solve problems, improve safety, improve performance, quality of life. These are all good things for our workforce to grow into.
So, Mr. Spear, you would look that professional Minnesota truck driver in the eye and say, you will not lose your job because of automation?
I would. I wouldn't hesitate. In fact, I think it's going to empower that driver. Certainly, levels 2, 3, 4 are going to make them more marketable, give them better performance. These are all exciting inroads that we want to see in our industry. If we were flooded with drivers, if we had an abundance of people behind the wheel, we would be having this conversation very differently than we are today. But I do believe there's a role for innovation to play without displacing those drivers. I'd look them in the eye and tell them, you've got nothing to be concerned about.
According to the president of the ATA and Aurora, which is the self-driving trucking company, they truly believe that it's going to help America, help the economy, and help truck drivers make more money. And they truly believe that they could look a truck driver in the face and say, this will not take your job. So my truckers, great topic. I appreciate the question as well. Here's the video clip of this, and comment down below. What are your true thoughts?
Improve mobility for vulnerable populations and those who face barriers to transportation, enhance vehicle safety, reduce vehicle crashes and death, increase productivity. At the same time, we need to recognize that AVs have the potential to alter our workforce. My questions, the first one is for Mr. Urmson, Mr. Farah, and Mr. Spear. Choose if you want to each of you answer or just one of you. How are you engaging with truck drivers who have extensive experience driving millions of miles as this technology is being developed?
So truck drivers are critical to how we develop this technology. Today we have 40-some of them on staff at Aurora. It's important to me they're actually employees of the company. They own equity in the company. As the company's successful, we anticipate them benefiting from that success as well. If you look at someone like Tom Randall, who's on our staff, he's driven for 40 years. He sees the opportunity to introduce new technology into a career that he has loved. And that experience translates directly into the way we develop the technology. His quality driving on the road is what we model the behavior and what the Aurora driver learns from so that they can drive well and safely down the road.
Sure.
Congressman, thank you very much and appreciate your leadership on this policy area. I will say that I think today's hearing is an incredibly important moment because we need to be clear as an industry that the autonomous vehicle industry needs truck drivers. We see a strong role for coexistence. This is something where we are not a panacea. We want to be a tool to help with supply chain challenges, and so recognize that certainly there are questions out there, and we're eager to have the opportunity today to clarify that.
That's right. Sure.
Well, there's skills. We're teaching drivers to operate at a much higher level. These are marketable skills, these are portable skills, but we're enabling these drivers to be more aware, more responsive. Some of the most basic things that we've talked about, like automated emergency braking to adaptive cruise control, to more integrated systems. We're teaching not only the drivers, but the technicians how to service this equipment. These are all things that are going to allow increased pay. These are all things that are going to make this workforce more talented and marketable. These are all good things. We should not stymie innovation. We should encourage it. So that federal framework that is performance-based is going to help our workforce by giving them more skills. The quality of life, too, I'd point out, is we lose $74.5 billion a year sitting in traffic. That's 425,000 drivers sitting idle for an entire year. Connectivity, vehicle to vehicle, vehicle to infrastructure, these are all things that will eliminate that congestion and improve the quality of life and also improve our economy. So there's a tremendous role for automation and connectivity to really impact our workforce as well as our economy.
Similar question, does the current workforce have the skills necessary to operate automated technology, or will fleets need to undertake significant retraining or recruitment of new drivers? Mark.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Listen, I think our workforce is very excited about giving them new skills. We're giving them an opportunity to optimize their performance. If you're teaching a driver how to operate an 80,000-pound vehicle with more command, more control, more awareness, more responsiveness, they're going to be better at their job. The motoring public is going to be safer. And I would incorporate equality between commercial vehicles and passenger vehicles. 2/3 of the accidents that involve our trucks are caused by passenger vehicles. They're speeding and they're texting. They're not paying attention and they're running into the vehicle. AEB, connectivity, these are all things that are going to save lives. We want to take a massive cut out of those 40,000 fatalities. And we believe that our workforce being properly trained is going to have a measurable impact on doing just that.